believe this is the hardest I've ever seen Hajime struggle in the longest time. I mean, I've seen this dude struggle, like, really struggle since, like, beginning of season 1. And that is it. There was that one time in season 2, but it was mostly by a trap, but that was it. Him going in something full force and still not having the advantage is very a rare occasion for Hajime himself, because he's always prepared for every little thing. You'll be surprised what tragic events can do to you. Like, tragic events can turn you into a Batman in a heartbeat. That's just how it is, you know? One day, you're having a good time being a loser. The next, you lose your parents or you lose an arm. And as you know, you're prepared for everything. You have some serious trust issues. I guess it just comes with the territory. But either way, it's very interesting seeing how the formation of bonds can be formed and also easily broken, showing how bonds are fragile things that can sometimes unwaver under certain circumstances, but at the same time they can waver as well throughout time. You'd be surprised what can break a bond, to the littlest thing to the biggest thing. You may never know what it will be. It can be the last straw. It can be something that's just been building up for years. You don't know. But in this case, what if two people with strong feelings for each other, very positive, are switched in exchange for something that they hate with extreme negative emotion is also flipped. So they love each other and they really hate cockroaches, but those emotions flip. Now they hate each other, but they hate the cockroaches. So what do the two do then? They're constantly bad-mouthing each other, taunting each other, like a couple that's going through a separation. That's what it's like to me. I've seen it tons of times. And to the point where, however, they're still rational. They're still like, yeah, we like these beautiful creatures, the cockroaches, just complimenting the cockroaches. But they're still killing them because, like, it has to be done. So they're pretty much putting their emotions aside to still kill. But that is the resolve. Like, someone who loves something, but they must destroy it in order to save it. Like, okay. So, a fascinating concept for them to break out of that kind of thing. While everyone else is having their own problems. Like, Corey is having her own self-doubts with she's being impressed with everyone's powers and abilities, but even though hers have gained tremendously, she sees it as her borrowing someone else's power. Until the MVP, yes, the MVP of these last two episodes, freaking Tio. You know, as everyone knows that Tio's been the real MVP of this last two episodes, where she's actually is like when Hajime is not in charge or around, it's like she can lead if she wants to. After all, she's from I guess you could say a royal family. I guess you can say that, and so leading is her blood. And imagine if Hajime didn't do that certain thing to her. She would have been totally different. Just saying. Hajime did this to her. It's really why she's like this in the first place. If it wasn't for that, she would have been this noble, distinguished lady that would know what to do, and more people will rely on her. But, a rod a day keeps the noble away. Oh, dear God, man. Now, that being said, she's leading people, telling them what to do, giving them words of encouragement, like Suzu in a way, how she was being distracted through the bond curse, and even giving some pointers for Corey as well, and stuff. Now, Shizuka has been acting on and off in this episode, where she's tumbling down, she's having a hard time fighting, even at the very end of the episode. She seems to have a headache, and Hajime notices it, but it isn't picked up just yet. So I'm like, okay, I guess that's going to be leading to somewhere down the line what's going on with Shizuka. So that's interesting. Then we have a thing with Koki, how he's relying too much on Hajime to do the dirty work and stuff. And Shizuka gives him a look like, wow, dude, you're supposed to be the hero here, but yet you're relying on this dude to do all the dirty work for you. Like, it's nice to have a helping hand, but not for you to do your own thing. It's kind of unbecoming of a dude. I'm just saying. It's like, you get a little too reliant on Hajime over there. You need to carry your own weight, clean your own butt. That's how I was saying it in this situation anyways. Like, that's not cool, man. But anyways, we had a song. We had a song. We haven't had a song in a while when it comes to these kind of things, and I don't miss them. I'm sorry, I don't. This will be some big moment. Them overcoming this trial. I understand that, but I don't miss the songs. I really don't. The first season took me off of it a lot. First season songs were just like, ugh. Like I said before, I did not like the composition, well, the composery of the songs, especially for this kind of anime. I guess because I mostly read the manga, because the manga had a more dark and epic style. I was expecting more rock music to happen, but instead we get this. I'm like, I guess. Anyways, they overcome the trial, and they're back to being their lovey-dovey self as things go. Now you can tell when you reach the final point of Labyrinth is when you see a house. When you see a nice house and everything feels peaceful, more likely you are at the end of the Labyrinth. That's how it usually is. And when I see that, you see an elf. I never really finished the origin stories, like the prequel to Arifureta, so I don't know much about all the Liberators. I know that there are 7 of them, so if she's one of them, I don't know. But anyways, this elf chick, I was wondering, is she alive? Is she dead? Because it seems like all the other Liberators are dead, or they were able to transfer their bodies into something that's non-human. But then again, she's an elf, so she's probably, stuck on the tree. But anyway, she'll explaining what I pretty much put together when it comes to the labyrinth itself, about wands and how they can be easily broken but yet strongly forged as well at the same time. And then she'll explain the concepts of magic, how they can become stronger and even evolve in a way. But only very few of them can do it. With the 7 of them, they're only able to do 3 of them at the end of the day. So Hajime needs some very strong allies in order to evolve the rest of them. So she gives him this device that allows him to find anything his heart desires, even a place to leave the world. This is what he's been looking for the entire time. And I know what y'all thinking. Will he choose to leave? Probably so. But here's the thing, though. He still needs to find the other labyrinths in order to get all the pieces that he needs, after all. It's not going to be that easy. Even if he does search right now, the things that he needs to leave that world might take more than that, after all. There's things he needs to do. So, before everyone jumps like, oh my god, he's going to do it right immediately. He could try to do it, but there are probably some, fetch quests he has to do. It's never that easy in a JRPG to do your main mission. There's always stuff going to be in your way. And probably this god, who's probably looking down on Hajime right now, probably wants to get rid of him. And if I was the god, I would want to take him off the board. Unless there's other motives going on behind the scenes, we're not so sure. But question is, what will Hajime do now? I'm guessing he does want to go. He'll probably be conflicted. That could be it. But in real life, he's going to choose to finish up his quest here before going home. That's just how it is. He doesn't look like the guy that leaves things all loosey-goosey and everything. He likes tight ends in a way. Finishing things off nice and neat. Tidy endings. But anyways, I have a feeling where this is going to go, so I'm not that worried about it. But anyway, what do you guys think about this? What will he choose inside the next episode? I'm curious. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox. This has been Madcrownxox signing out. I messed up back at the end there. My apologies.